handle that money when it comes in, what the marketing and the business planning, how to do the immigration and the visa understanding and the EB-5 things and what the expectations are. And then more importantly, it's all those cultural nuances so that when you're dealing with somebody from Russia or somebody from China or Japan, you're not going to insult them, or somebody from the Middle East, you're not going to have a problem. And when we get into the education side, I'll share with you some of the ethnicities that are coming here into Portland. So we created a program, a relationship with them. The way it works is there's 2 core courses that you take and 3 elective courses. And with our GPS program, you can do that all online. If you do this on your own to get a CIPS designation, it's about $840 for the investment to do that. That's built into our program. There's also a application fee when you file for it. That's also built in, so you don't have to worry about that. Also, some people want to do live training, and so at the family reunion this year, we had CIPS training the week before family reunion. Again, it was about $1,000 to go through that. Our people got it, I think, for $230 for the whole week training. At the end of the week, you got it. So you can do it live like that, or you can do it online through the GPS. Here's where they are. And you know, when you think about international business, it is a global marketplace, and they've created relationships in 40 different international countries with National Association of Realtors. So they're following a code of ethics. They're doing business like we do. You know you're going to get a referral fee when you send it out. So great networking opportunities. The marketing materials are fantastic. So you have access to that, the newsletters, the referral contract forms, so that you know you're going to get paid for that. The technology and marketing side obviously is a really key thing. And so what we created, again, was relationships with 2 companies, Proxio and ListHub. Who uses Proxio? And the thing about Proxio is it's what we call kind of the real target. That's the bullseye. It is, think of an international multiple listing system. Think of the LinkedIn in real estate. And so this targets into a very specific group. How about ListHub? Do some of you use ListHub? And what we've done, we've created the first ever relationship with ListHub that is going to, we call it the bazooka. It's going to give you a tremendous advantage. Back to Proxio, the number's a little outdated. They tell me it's more than 650,000 international real estate agents in more than 125 countries where they're looking at your listings. They have access to those listings, and more importantly, it's in 19 different languages. So think about it. You're sitting at the listing table, and you've shown a prospective seller that there is international business, and you're saying, hey, you know what, Michelle? When you list your property with me, I'm going to be able to expose it to more than 600,000 agents in 125 countries in 19 different languages. Do you think that that might help you get that listing? And we actually have so many success stories where the agents have done that. They're not Google translations. They're much better than that. It's syndication and the websites and the widgets. So here's some of the languages that they do. All the key languages, including the Mandarin characters, Russian, Cyrillic. They've got Hebrew, Hindi. So it's going to cover a lot of the markets where the people here in Portland are coming from. The search widget's really cool because as a GPS member, we're at what we call the premium level. And so you can put that search widget into your website, and somebody in Italy or Russia is actually searching your listings in their language. So that's pretty cool. Or when you're sitting in a listing presentation and you want to, somebody is thinking Nicaragua as an example, and they want to do it in Spanish, you can actually create the flyers, translate them on the fly into Spanish, and take it there. So you have, here's their property, everything you'd normally do for the flyer, in Russian, in Spanish, in whatever. Great listing tool, isn't it? So you got the listing widgets. It's translated, I covered that. It's a direct feed, by the way. So for our GPS members, their listings are a direct feed through KWLS into Proxio. So you don't have to worry about it. It's easy login right through My KW. They've gone into the next level with the social search, the social media. So you have within your Facebook, you have your Proxio page. So people that are following you through Facebook have all the same access, multiple languages search widgets as well. So it's going to really position you. Here's an example of what a Facebook page can look like using the Proxio technology. Pretty great. And of course, it's loading it into other portals at the same time. So it positions you, as it says here, above the crowd. You're above the noise when you have that kind of a technology power behind you. And I know a lot of you are thinking, hey, this is really cool, but I'm not in the international business. I was talking to somebody just a few minutes ago, one of the new agents, saying, I have so much to do just to build my business in Portland. Big deal. Trust me, there's business here. Here's one other technology tool that we developed for the GPS members. And this is it's through what we call the Global Property Guide. And we wanted to make you stand out with your technology, with your Keller Williams website as an international person. So through this, on your site is access to more than 100 different countries, and it's everything that somebody would want to know about how to buy or sell property in that country, what the license laws are, hi Melody, what the taxes, buying guides, statistics, landlord-tenant laws, everything. So this becomes kind of a go-to page for somebody that's thinking about moving to Israel or another country. Here's all the information for that. But also it gives 32 news feeds. That's 8 news feeds every week that are streaming through your website. So again, it's positioning you as that international property specialist. Great, great additional tool. ListHub, not a new concept, been around a long time, but what ListHub does and what we've created, they do 86 different international websites that they're feeding your listings into, and what we call noteworthy marquee websites, and there's really 3. The 3 biggest ones. In the UK, that's the largest real estate portal, so your listings are going into that. This is the largest real estate portal in Canada. And in China, where 56% of the international students in Portland are coming from. SoFun. Anybody heard of SoFun? Do I pronounce that right?
Yeah.
Because it's so fun, right?
Yes.
Because all of our guys in Texas, SoFun. It's SoFun. No, it's so fun. And this is so fun because there are more listings there than Trulia, Zillow, Realtor.com combined. There are more listings here. So your listings are going into a very targeted website. So, and we are the only real estate company in North America that has this. You know, we were able to negotiate that. Yes, ma'am.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
We have Proxio is automatically syndicated
Yep.
with that this top.
Yeah, and well, Proxio, I don't know that they're in there like that, but I know that the deal that we did, your top 2 listings are going to automatically go into SoFun. So the top 2 listings that you have, and it's a direct feed.
Okay.
So it's just, again, one additional marketing tool that's going to set you way above the crowd. These are the countries that are included in the ListHub. And again, it's the major ones that we're concerned about. We also wanted to give you the international focus tools, all the things that you're used to. Come on in, sit down. Don't be shy. So your listing presentations, your buyer consultations, the e-edge marketing, things that you're used to, like the 33 touch and the 8x8 campaigns, we've created and adapted those with an international focus, as well as they're all customizable, so you can use them that way. We got the script libraries, that type thing coming. As far as the networking, at Family Reunion, we did a lot of that. I think we had 8 separate GPS breakout training sessions. Did any of you go to any of those at Family Reunion? So we do the specialized breakout sessions on the international focus. We had some networking meetings and discussions, members-only community site. So there's just a lot of additional benefits there. Zynical is a translation service, so if you ever had a need for translating something of a greater volume, we've got discounts for that. Digital Safe, anybody heard of that? So that is an online repository for all the documents that would be involved in a real estate closing. Because people lose their documents, so they actually have a dedicated site that they can do that. And then we've created some additional relationships with what they call the CE shop. So it's continuing education. So a lot of the things that we are doing now in GPS training will also be certified or accepted for your licensing. So what's this going to do for your business? I think really what GPS was structured to do was to give you the tools to market yourself locally to capture some of that $68 billion worth of business that's out there. There is a license fee. This is what it is. It's an annual license fee of $869 or a monthly membership at $79. And I've got some application forms up here for anybody that's interested, and we were able to give you the same discounts that we did at Family Reunion. So it's a little bit less than that. Any questions about GPS?
Is there a variation in the fees, or is it same?
Same. Mm-hmm. Any other questions? Good. What a great group. So let's talk a little bit more about, what's going on out there in the global international real estate side. And as you saw in that first slide when we were talking about the $68 billion, that it was about half-half. So when we look at what we call the foreign non-residents, there's really three kinds of people that we're looking at that. One of them are the investors that are just looking to buy property here for all the reasons. Transparency, traditionally the properties go up. Over the last 3-4 years, they've been in here taking advantage of markets like Nevada and Arizona and Florida, where the property values have dropped 50-60%, and they snapped all those up. So you got the investors that are looking to do that. You have the vacationers. You see that obviously with the Canadians, but there are a lot of the other nationalities that are coming in and buying properties as a vacation home. And they'll only stay in these homes sometimes 2 to 4 weeks, and then they just leave them vacant. But that's okay. They're buying properties for the vacation opportunities. And then you have the education buyers. So these are the moms and dads that want to make sure that their kids have a place to live that's not a dormitory. The other side of it are what we call the immigration and the visa holders. And again, these are students, a lot of them, that are looking to buy a home and also move towards getting their resident permits so that then they can start sponsoring mom and dad to immigrate over here. You've got what we call the achievers, and these are people that, they are looking to establish themselves as the citizens. And then the other part of it is through the visa immigration. Who's heard of EB-5? What is it?
Is the one category of the immigration permanent visa approved by the federal, and then you minimum of investment share as a shareholder in the project pre-approved the region, and minimum share is $500,000 per share.
You got it.
And then you got a whole family under 21 year age or green card.
So there's two kinds of EB-5 visas, and what they are, it's a fast track to getting U.S. citizenship. Takes about 3 years to get, I think, your resident alien permit.
3 years is permanent, but less than 1 year you get a conditional.
You can get the
green card.
conditional green card. And so you have regional centers. There's 267 of these regional approved centers around the United States, and they can invest in any one of those $500,000, as Ching Yu said, or they can invest in a business that's going to generate 8 new jobs for $1 million. That fast tracks them and their family in here. They do about 10,000 of them a year. And the neat thing about these regional centers, you don't have to live in the place where the regional center is. So if they wanted to buy something in Florida, or there's a great project that some of our Keller Williams people are doing up in Bellingham, Washington. It's a 55-year-old plus community. They built duplexes, and the people are buying the duplexes. They rent the duplex out to the 55-year-old people, and it's fantastic. but you know, they're not living there. They're living in California or somewhere else where their friends and family are. So,
How do we find the people that do the EB5?
well, one way is to get involved with GPS.
Okay.
But the other way is you can Google EB5. You can find all the regions that are involved in that. There was a hotel project that was going to be built here in downtown Portland. I don't know if they're still doing it.
One in downtown, and then second one is under zoning.
Mm-hmm.
So we have approved the regional in Portland now.
Oh, you do?
Afterwards.
Yeah, so there is a region here,
Maybe you want it in.
and they had 100 Chinese buyers to raise the $50 million to build a project in downtown. I think it was a Marriott or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, Marriott already closed.
Okay.
Closed the investment.
Yeah.
Almost open.
Yeah,
But
so I mean,
also
it's a great way to do business. And these people are out there. So the point being, and we'll talk a little bit later, but you want to find out who the regional people are. And because guess what? When these people are here investing, what else do they need to buy? You bet they need our services, don't they? So what are the top 23 cities? Obviously, LA, New York, Florida. And I mean, you can see this. Now, these